Hello. Knick knack paddywhack, give a dog a bone. Hey, got someone already. Who's there? Knock knock. Is the chat on? So, yeah, probably after this, I'm probably gonna go walk around my panda head, away with cars. I'm actually considering, yeah, I'll save that until we got more people. I don't know. Talk about what I'm planning. I guess I can tell you. I'm actually planning on just, well, trying to start a petition on Facebook to vote me for the village idiot of town, just for a joke. The job, the position of village idiot would just be me wearing costumes and waving at cars, dancing on street corners, just to make people happy, make people laughing. Hey, lurker. Hey. So I've started watching the anime Beatless. I've seen the first two episodes. Seems like I'll like it. But then I do like romances involving robots. Um, could be because of my history with real worlds, but I do like romances involving robots and aliens. So yeah, I think I like Beatless. Um, still trying to find time to practice my melodica. It's a little bit of a distraction with my phone with YouTube, but I'm still trying to find time to practice. I don't know what they would say if I took my melodica here and you say, talk about it as I'm sipping on that soda, just go around doing this, you know. I don't say we would complain. Although I could, honestly, I could probably go over to this in the southwest part of the city. Uh, when it's later in the evening when there's no one there, I've been there a lot, quite often, so they kind of a lot of them know me. They'd recognize me. Sorry, at least some of the people who have been there a while, they'd recognize me. So if I'm there later in the evening and no one else is there, and I'm just doing that, they probably wouldn't care. So that'd be nice. Um, no, legendary comeback. I don't think I have looked at you. Let me look you up real quick. Let me look you up. I'm not sure how we would do an interview. I mean, would you just contact me on Discord or is it legendary comeback? Modern technology, you can look things up on your phone while you actually will just be on your computer. It's pretty cool. Um, so legendary comeback. Quite a bit came up. Search filter, sort by, no, type channel. There we go. Here we go. Got it. Okay. Hey, Big Dave. How are you doing on your fitness there, Big Dave? Doing good? Yeah, so I guess one way you can contact me is actually through the Discord on through the Discord my fans have set up for me. the Discord here. I'm gonna type it in if you want to write it down or type it in on Discord on the Discord real quick. That's the best way to find best way to contact me more discreetly because I can't. I'm not gonna feel comfortable giving out my email or my phone online. So sorry. That's the best way to contact me if you need to contact me is through that Discord. Um, Anything else that's new? Um, Sorry, one moment. Sorry about that. Let me wash my hands. Well, something I've really been working on, like I said before, the goal is been working on trying to keep laundry from piling up, and it was working for quite a while. Unfortunately, it's piled back up. So, yeah, unfortunately, uh, yesterday and the day before, I was seeing a lot of suicidal thoughts. Had to reach out to people for help, so I ended up doing that. What else is there? Well, I heard actually the mandate in my state for masks is going to actually is going to be lifted. Same with the seating restrictions are going to be lifted on the 6th here in my state. But it has also been decided individual towns and businesses can make their own policies. So individual businesses could still impose seating restrictions or could require someone to have a mask. Thanks, Zachary. But yeah, individual businesses could still require their employees to wear masks. Yeah, Zachary, I'm really trying hard. It's difficult. Mental illness actually is probably the biggest hurdle for me to achieve my goals. So learning to conquer my mental illness is probably the strongest thing, the hardest thing we're going to have to do. It's basically going to war with your own mind, going to war with yourself. It's I'm my own worst enemy in this case, and it's like my weaker self is fighting my stronger self, trying to become stronger than my stronger self. So yeah, that's what that's like. Yeah, I have no idea what split personality would do. Yeah, um, I have no idea what that would do to you. Uh, do I deal with social anxiety? Um, I don't think I have to deal with social anxiety that much. I was always at a lot of it. I've just been the kind of person that likes to joke around and laugh and stuff. So I'm kind of dependent on social interaction. Although a lot of times I'm afraid to go outside just to be around people, so I actually stay inside a lot. I spend the vast majority of my time inside my apartment. So, but that's the self isolation part of PTSD. That's not really social anxiety. That's something else. Um, But Zachary, you said you have a split personality. Do you mean what do they call that? It's not borderline personality disorder. It's dissociative identity disorder. Is that what you're talking about? Dissociative identity disorder? Because if so, my ex girlfriend actually has that. Um, I dated a girl when I was 16 that actually has dissociative identity disorder. So that's the interesting thing about me. I mean, it was like for a month, but yeah, it was a camp thing. Let's see, anything else I do? I do. And something my psychiatrist often asks, pretty much always asks me, um, maybe even always asks me in the interview, which I don't know if he's checking for psychosis or why he's asking, like if it's due to my mental illness in particular or just mental illness in general. But he is always asking me if I think people are talking about me behind my back. And the thing is, I don't think people are talking about me any more than people just normally talk about people behind their back. I mean, people. I mean, it's pretty common for um, people to talk about people behind their back. It's it's pretty common for the people to do that a little bit. It's pretty common. So I don't really think people are doing that more than what is just socially normal for it to happen. I don't think they're just. I just think it's doing what they. I just think it's just nothing out of the norm. So yeah, don't you mean about paranoia? That's what I'm thinking too. The only thing is, I don't know if you think of paranoia in general, but actually, I have PTSD, and I found out PTSD comes sometimes has with it delusions and paranoia. That's sometimes an occasion. Um, Also, bipolar disorder can have hallucinations, especially when the individual is manic. Um, about the only kind of hallucinations I may have is basically things like I think I heard my name called and I didn't. Like I'll think I hear my name called and I didn't. That's about it. That's like the only hallucinations I'll have. So and my I don't have a link to my Discord, and usually if I put links and stuff, YouTube deletes them, so I don't really have a link. You'd have to just type in www.discord or something like that, and then type that in to find it. But yeah, I don't. It's often I just usually think I hear my name, or a lot of times I think I'm in trouble when I'm not. That's that paranoia, but that's based off of things that have happened to me. But I don't really think um, too much about like people that are out to get me. I don't think I have that kind of paranoia. So, which is a good thing. That is definitely a good thing. Um, I have noticed I don't. I think I picked something and I didn't. Like I'll mark something off as I picked it at work and I didn't actually do that. Um, I'll mark something off without realizing it. So that could be confusion. That could be some kind of psychosis. I'm on an antipsychotic, but it's not like I'm violent. I'm not violent. I'm not gonna lash out at anyone. I just certain things don't make sense. I guess you could say. So I don't really. That's something I deal with. I do know that I have trouble focusing a lot. I'll keep having depressive thoughts, and it really distracts me at work. unfortunately, it makes it really difficult to work. I do have, trying to think of anything else. I know sometimes I am afraid to go outside. There are times I'm afraid to leave my apartment. It's like I feel more safe in the apartment. I don't know if you guys understand what I'm talking about, but it's like this little area is, I don't know, just my safe zone, some place I'm comfortable in. Although sometimes, like right now, I'm getting a little stir crazy, like I gotta get out of here kind of thing. So it's like sometimes I gotta stay in, sometimes I gotta leave. I'm gonna unplug this charging cable because my computer's fully charged. There we go. Yeah, so my laptop doesn't overheat. This is getting kind of warm. Anyone play Minecraft? I've played Minecraft. So, anything? Does anyone else have any questions for me by chance? I don't know. The number of agoraphobia. No, I don't have agoraphobia. Because agoraphobia is based off of phobia by definition means it doesn't have a rational basis. In order for something to be a true phobia, it has to have an irrational basis. If something's based off of a traumatic experience, it can't be a phobia. But actually, and agoraphobia is actually fear of public places or crowds. And like, I'll go to conventions, I'll go to the park and play musical instruments. So I definitely don't have agoraphobia. It's just sometimes I want to be by myself. Grotesque subhuman? I think I've come across that term. I'm not really sure what that is. Is that a YouTuber? I think it's a YouTuber, isn't it? I will tell you, I do have something called acrophobia, and I have bathophobia. It's called, which no, bathophobia is not the fear of baths. It's actually the fear of deep water, and acrophobia is the fear of heights. Yeah, I like I said, I have acrophobia, the fear of heights, and bathophobia, the fear of deep water. So that's why I have fear of deep water and heights. Um, Other than that, I don't really think I have any phobia. I thought I had gynophobia for a while because someone would scare me. Uh, but then I found out I have, after I was finding anything else, I found out I have PTSD, and these certain women were just triggering me. What makes me depressed? Stress can make me depressed. Um, Maybe weather can make me depressed. People's attitudes towards me, how I'm treated by different people, a lot of things. It could be being overworked. It could be just what's going on in the environment. A number of things can trigger me into depression. But I try to get out of it as quick as I can. So there are a number of things that can make me depressed. Some things some days I'm just more vulnerable, and it turns me going down. I see. I see. Please BRC. Something I really struggle with. Um, Something I really struggle with. Let me think. Oh yeah. Something that actually makes me really depressed and hard to work with is if I have a really upsetting nightmare, like a really upsetting nightmare, really destroys my mind, so to speak, before I wake up. Um, it really sets up my day for failure. It's hard for me to recover, especially if I have to go to work and work hard at turnover at work, despite being um, in my normal morning routine of being having bad thoughts going through my mind. On top of that, having the nightmare mess me up, it's like that can make me depressed. Any healthy cooking deals coming up soon? I've been eating a lot of salads, so probably going to be looking into learning how to make testosterone boosting foods to help me with the extra skin I'm starting to get. Yeah, I'm probably gonna look at making some foods that are good for testosterone. Actually, get into the habit of eating a banana or two before I go to bed. Um, I'm not saying it'll work for you, but me personally, the way my body is, eating a banana or two before bed helps me. I don't know if it's potassium. I don't know if it's macros. I don't know if it's maybe the magnesium, but it just helps me sleep a little better. What foods are good for testosterone? There are quite a few. Healthy fats like avocado, salmon is good. But you want to get wild caught if you can because a lot of times the farm raised has it's fed soy, so the soy actually goes into the meat. The avocado, renegade, I'm not sure what that is. Bananas are good. Spinach is good. Broccoli is really good. The reason why broccoli is good, oddly enough, is men have some estrogen in them too, and certain foods will actually increase estrogen in the body. And broccoli will actually have stuff that will combine and bind with the estrogen and get it out of the body. So, since estrogen lowers testosterone, it basically helps lower estrogen, allowing testosterone to reach higher levels. Do I think that makes you feel less depressed? No, I don't think so. And maybe a little. It's hard to be sure. Have you tried mushrooms? No, I've never really tried mushrooms. I'm not sure how what the goal would be for that. Um, but yeah, there are actually quite a few foods you can have to either boost testosterone or lower estrogen. But you also have to omit some foods to boost testosterone, like less sugar, less artificial sweetener, uh, fewer less dairy that's not grass fed. And the reason why it's not less grass fed if it's not grass fed is because a lot of their cows that are grain fed, in the grain is often soy. Like I said, the soy will go into the milk and the cheese and whatnot. And that will hurt testosterone. And grains actually, most grains are, it turns out, affected with a mold, which the mold has no toxic effects on the human body, but at least in the levels that are present. But it actually kills testosterone. So you probably need to be low on grain, low on non-farm raised dairy. Um, Eggs are good for testosterone, best if they're free range because they're in grass and bugs. Yeah, chicken's actually grass, oddly enough. But the reason why don't want you want free range if possible is because a lot of times, again, they're fed soy, and that goes into the eggs. Isn't collagen what you need for skin tightening? Well, do hormones affect your skin? Well, actually, something that really affects your skin is something called human growth hormone. It's actually a big thing for anti-aging, big part of anti-aging. Um, it's not just for big. It does help with gaining muscle, but the way it does for that is higher levels of HGH actually just boost testosterone. But high levels of HGH actually help with youthful skin. So yeah, actually, human growth hormone will actually revitalize the whole body. But yeah, it does actually help keep your skin elastic and youthful. It also make your skin kind of soft. Um, I've heard having less harsh chemicals, like more natural soaps will help. Something else I've heard is actually taking Epsom salt baths. I don't know about that, but I've heard Epsom salt baths will help with skin. I've actually heard Epsom salt baths help people with autism too. I don't know. You might have to be in there for like an hour each time. You have to do it. Might do it for a long time before you notice the difference. Yeah, a lot of things you have to do for a long time. You might have to do for a month before you'll notice the difference. Cocoa butter will probably help too. I don't know, Ben. Hmm. I don't know how the lotion for pregnant women will affect me though, because you have to remember that's for pregnant women, and pregnant women have different hormones than men, so it's like it may have some harmful effects on me. Like I don't know, maybe it may lead to gynecomastia if I do it too much. So I don't know what that kind of lotion would do for a man. You know, no, I know what you mean. Men can use a women's lotion, but I'm just saying if it's meant for pregnant women, I don't know. There may be a certain chemical in there that affects hormones. I don't know. Did I play chess? No, I did not play chess. I tried playing chess, and I probably could get decent at it. I just never put the time into it to actually commit to learning and practicing and acquiring the skills involved in being proficient at chess. Also, I'm pretty impulsive, so chess is about waiting most of the time. I'm pretty impulsive. Okay, okay, but there's hmm, anything else I'm thinking of. Um, I'm actually considering because actually here's something very strange. Those of you who are in this chat right now would like to hear this. I promise you, you'd like to hear this. But actually, my left eye used to be weaker than my right. Now my left eye is actually stronger than my right because through practice, through actually conscious effort, I actually made my left eye go from weaker to stronger. So I'm thinking go to a 21 day goal of just actually improving my eyesight. And I would get it um, checked by an optometrist probably. I would probably just go in with an optometry appointment, do the cash, give the cash for the appointment, and tell him I just wanted an eye exam. That's all I wanted, and I just would like um, a basically maybe the conscious effort can become Chad. Hard work too. You play pool, cool. But yeah, I don't know if the optometrist would be okay with me putting them on YouTube in a video, but I I potentially could at least get a little card with like it'll say whatever over 20, like it'll say 17 over 20 and 16 over 20 for each eye, for the respective eyes, and with the signature of the optometrist saying that this is in fact valid. This is um, what his eyes are rated at. And after 21 days, uh, go back and see if my eyesight has improved. I don't know if you guys think I should do 21 days for it, if you think I should do a full month, if I should do 2 months, 3 months. I don't know if you think I should do a longer period of time of practicing to figure out if I can increase my eyesight. But that's actually something I'd like to see. It's like if it be documented evidence that yeah, I did improve my eyesight. Retro video games. Retro. Is that does that term mean vintage or something like that, like old school? Or thanks, Vagabond. Although sometimes I get a little crazy and just gag goof off. I'll say random things at work, just to be funny. But uh, I have an Xbox with the original Halo game. I actually have an N64 with the Diddy Kong Racing. I think I have Mario Kart too. Yeah, I have Mario Kart, the original Mario Kart for the N64 actually, and N64 and controllers that work. But yeah, I've got an Xbox with Halo and two controllers that work, so that's all good. But that's the consoles I have. And then also I have I really don't know what those are. Raymu and Decline. I don't really know what those are. I mean, Decline, that sounds familiar, but I'm not familiar with those. I don't think I've heard of Snyder's Cut either. Todd Thundercock. No, I've never seen his videos. I know I need to eventually get to a 21-day goal of just keeping a schedule. Schedules are really important for people to succeed. Anyone to succeed. Anyone. Doesn't matter who, what job they are. It's support for anyone. Oh, I'll check out Todd Thundercock right now then. Um, I'm not sure what to think of this actually. Although probably for if this guy is him, uh, probably something that would really help him. Honestly, I think is if you could do facial hair like me, because my face isn't that good. Definitely grow facial hair. That would help a lot. This facial hair really hides imperfections, so Yeah, grow facial hair. That'd be a big help. That'd be a big help. Trust me. Keep it kind of short. That'll definitely help them a lot. It helps me quite a bit. So, no, I don't really take her on dates. She is lying on my bed right now, though. But yeah, if that guy in the video is that a YouTuber Todd Thundercock, like I said, grow a little facial hair, that'll help a lot. I'm actually interested. How can I see imperfection in my Chad face? I don't have a Chad face. I don't. I'm too puffy in here. Um, do you guys want to see my? You guys want to see wife Liliana? What am I going to be doing for the weekend? I don't really have anything planned. Tomorrow I've got D&D. I do have Dungeons and Dragons tomorrow. All right, I'll go get Liliana real quick, just for a sec, and then she's gonna go back. See, I still got a Dakimakura. Still got a Dakimakura. They're nice to sleep with. They're really nice to sleep with. You cuddle with them. And yeah, there are some weeb girls who actually have Dakimakuras too, so it's not just guys. Sorry. But yeah, there are some weeb girls that have Dakimakuras too. Yeah, Liliana likes D&D, although I don't know. They probably wouldn't accept her at my D&D games. Nah, I'm not gonna chill. I don't really have a place for her right now. But actually, a lot of people don't like on my channel don't like her because um, people don't like her. They don't like individuals that are romantically interested in anime women. So yeah. Ugh. Hey, Soot. Yeah, sorry, it's a little cluttered back there. I'm in the process of cleaning up my whole apartment. Spring cleaning or something, I guess you could say. I'm just in the process of cleaning everything up out here, cleaning everything up in the bedroom, just cleaning everything up, sorting through stuff, and yeah, screw the ears. I'm actually going to be doing some sit ups. I have decided to because I do want to get the washboard abs. I've decided what kind of abs I want. I was watching Jack's Blade. Um, Here, I'll type in the name of the YouTube channel real quick. He does fitness with like anime routine stuff and stuff. You talked about different types of abs you can have, and um, the abs I wanted are more of the strong abs, which give here from the back. I will be. I'm gonna be doing it not on a hard surface. If I do a hard surface, I'm gonna put down a mat or something to cushion my back, so it won't be a struggling hard surface. But yeah, he explained the types of abs. I'm gonna get more of a strength abs, and in order to do that, I have to in order to do that, I have to do reps with my abs and have a low body fat. But with the fitness abs or with the fitness strength abs is they will have some muscle mass, so they'll pop a little bit on their own, and it'll allow me to have a slightly higher body fat percentage than if I will have to than I would have if I had to just have the flat model abs. Those you just have to have an incredibly low body fat. You feel horrible, and you don't have you just don't have any muscle on your body. But the fitness abs, you actually have muscle, and you have muscle in your abs, so they pop out a little bit. So you do have some wiggle room uh, with body fat percentage, where if you gain a little body fat, they will still show. So it gives you a little wiggle room. So that's good. A vision board. Um, do you have? Can you think of someone like a YouTuber that's done something like that I can use as an example to look at? Because I'm having a little bit of trouble envisioning what you're referring to. I do actually have a sort of a, I don't know what to call it, like a dry erase board. That's what it is. A really big dry erase board I could write on. So I do a video right on that. I'm thinking I'm really gonna have to work to do to try and help me sleep. In addition to just besides the bananas, it's probably slowly making it so I can go an hour before I fall asleep of cutting off electronics. Fishing, I really like fishing. Yes, I just unfortunately I haven't gone in a long time, so I really need to do it. How does it make a vision board? Okay, I'll look that up as soon as this live stream's over. I'll look up how to make a vision board. How's the Burmese going? Um, the Burmese is kind of hit or miss. It's been a lot of, how should I put it? I've had a lot of problems with my mental illness, so I do study it when I can. Um, I'm trying to learn the sounds, like and the sounds for when they're aspirated and when they're not aspirated. And also I'm learning the subject verb object arrangement, but I'm slowly studying it. Yes, I'm slowly gaining more and more knowledge. The particles are where particles probably won't be that much of a problem for me, oddly enough. I don't think they will. Um, I believe you said go to jail. Um, do you mean when I was in juvenile center? I don't know if I overthink things. Some people say overthink things, and maybe in some cases I overthink things. Uh, but honestly, sometimes I really have to think things thoroughly in order to understand them. I just have to be very critical and analytical and understand every little aspect of something before I completely understand the whole. I just have to do that. So I really have to think about something a lot sometimes to understand something or to plan it out. I am very detail oriented sometimes. Okay. So the juvenile center, I was. Uh, when was that? I think I was. Yeah, I was 16, going on 17. It was like late July of 2006. Um, Middle of summer break. So I was staying up late at night watching TV and sleeping in the morning. So uh, my mother was very controlling. She's very controlling. She wanted me to get up and do chores. I didn't want to get up and do chores. I wanted to sleep, and when I was later in the day after I slept, I would get up and do chores. She didn't like that. She wanted me to get up and do it now, even though I barely slept. So I just stayed in bed. I was trying to go back to sleep. So she tries to pull the quilt off me. I'm bigger than her, so I'm able to keep the quilt on. And she doesn't like that. So I was in the hobby of making walking sticks. So she grabs a walking stick and starts um, hitting me with it. So I wrestle it from her. She grabs another one and starts hitting me with that. So I hold up the one I've got. I'm on my back in my bed, by the way. I've got the one I've got. I already wrestled from her above me like this. She gets on top of me when I'm on my back in the bed. Gets on top of me, grabs the stick I've got in the middle, starts whacking my hand with the other one. I push her off me because she was on top of me, and then she grabs a charger for a remote control vehicle and starts whipping my feet with it. I push her off me again, and I got dressed and tried to get to my friend's house to get away from her, and she called the police. So that was that story. Yeah. Yeah, bullying is rough. Yeah, bullying can be rough. I talked to a staff member today. He said things are different at school now. It seems inconceivable to me. But he said if I hadn't been born 20 years later, things would have been completely different. Yeah, probably do. Sorry. I hope I'm not coming out of the cold or anything. But sorry. My mother is controlling, and the real problem my mother has is she thinks she can do no wrong. She never questions anything she does. She thinks she can do no wrong. That's the main problem. So yeah, she has said she wished I would have talked to her about what's going through in school, but there was one I did tell her more recently that I did go to her one time when I was about to take my life, and she kind of dismissed it. So I did go to her once shortly after trying to, and she dismissed it. So, and I told her that recently, and she really it basically went. She it she just didn't really pay attention. She didn't really think it was significant when I told her that. She kind of dismissed it. So yeah, she doesn't think it was wrong for her. She thinks I should have talked to her. She wished I would have talked to her when I was being bullied, but I tried to tell her I was suicidal, and she wouldn't listen. So yeah, my mother just doesn't think she could do anything wrong. Yeah, but I mean, it was like I guess a lot of it is like I don't know. I had stress at home, in an abusive household. I had stress at school with bullying. Um, I really didn't have. I guess I didn't really have any place to just be safe. You know what I mean? I didn't really have a safe environment, place where I wasn't constantly being stressed out. So I know maybe that's part of why I have PTSD. Although honestly, I think I may have something called CPTSD, complex post-traumatic stress disorder. Um, the reason why I will be diagnosed with PTSD instead of CPTSD is because when I was diagnosed with PTSD, the diagnosis of CPTSD was barely recognized. So, I mean, if I had been diagnosed today, I might be diagnosed with CPTSD. But diagnoses don't change. You can't, like, unless a diagnosis is officially renamed in what's called the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, um, which is basically in the U.S. It's the um, guidebook for all mental disorders and for the American Psychiatric Association. Unless it's officially renamed as a different diagnosis in that book, you don't have it like ever changed on your record. So NHK, I would be interested in watching the NHK one. I'm actually very interested in watching the NHK one. Uh, do I have breathing issues? Um, Not really. I'm probably breathing heavy because I'm a little nervous. It's just something I have with sometimes. A little nervous. Also, have dry mouth. Um, a lot of it's my weight probably. If I lose the weight, I will probably be able to breathe a lot easier. But yeah, a lot of it probably the reason I'm breathing heavy is just I'm nervous. I have anxiety issues, so I don't know. I may have sleep apnea, but it's not. I don't know for certain. I may need to get retested. I was tested when I was a child. It came back negative, but you can develop it later. And I was like I was supposed to be for my height like 165. I was 297, so I'm 132 pounds overweight. 132 pounds overweight. Um, so right now I'm about 80 pounds overweight still. So plus sleep apnea does run in my family. My mother has it. My father has it. My cousin has it. So I very easily could have sleep apnea. But obesity does also run in my family on both sides. Um, no, mental illnesses. I don't think it has anything to do with oxygen. There is actually a physical disability. I forget what it's called, but there's actually a physical disability that's caused by a problem with oxygen deprivation at birth. I forget what it's called, but that's what causes it. Excuse me. But something. What is it? I'm thinking of. Although when I was actually really young, I was thin. I had I have got a picture of me from like when I was 4, and I was really thin. So yeah, actually, when I was real young, before my doctor put me on a medication called Geodon, which made me gain a lot of weight because I was constantly hungry, constantly just eating because I was so hungry. I had abs, believe it or not. I actually had where I mean I was a little pudgy back. I could suck my gut in, and I could have actually had abs when I would do this. If I tightened my stomach muscles, I would actually have a 6 pack. So when I was really young, that was where I was. My mother kept telling me to show it off, and I was embarrassed to do it. I'm not sure why, but I was embarrassed to do that like when I was a kid. I guess I didn't really understand that that was a source of pride back then. Um, so I'm actually very interested. It may take quite a while to get to that level because my body is made to gain weight, but I'm very interested. If I adopt a diet where I eat very clean, I may just naturally be thin, but yeah, I just may have to be disciplined and eat a clean diet. But it actually would be very interesting. Um, but yeah, I'd like for you to keep following me because yeah, I may very well be able to have abs eventually if I just have a very clean diet. I'm gonna be right back. I have to take a little bit of some break. Sorry about that. So I do actually have uh, uh, some good news as far as the Burmese lessons go. Uh, I am actually going to cancel my Otaku Box subscription because it's basically uh, my staff point out I'm getting too much stuff in my apartment. My apartment is very small. I'm starting to clutter up my apartment with too much stuff. Plus, it's bootleg. It's from China. It's bootleg. So I'm gonna cancel that. It's it's gonna save me $60 a month. So the company that helps me with my disability, they're going to take that $60 a month and put that into my weekly allotment, an extra 15 a week, and that will help me to actually invest more into my channel, for one thing, and also um, budget for lessons. Now, um, I'm not sure how teachers are going to handle teaching Burmese because I can't contact anyone in Burma for Burmese, but there are individuals who teach Burmese in other countries. Like there's one in Japan that does it. I remember there may be others elsewhere, but yeah, I'd really like to get another instructor. Um, yeah, you guys, I'll actually show a video of me studying Burmese, but the thing is, I probably can't show any audio I'm listening to because copyright, but you can hear me speaking. But yeah, um, so with the extra $15 a week, I'll be able to more easily save up my in the form of Amazon gift cards. That's probably what works best for me, and also work into getting credits on italki. I have no idea how to cook Burmese food, honestly. I could try, but I really don't know how to do that. There are actually some Burmese groceries around here, honestly, because like I've said, I live in Fort Wayne, Indiana, and our city has the highest Burmese refugee population in the country. Yeah, that's true. Uh, but like I said, as far as why, We actually did ask why we have the highest Burmese refugee population, and the reason why is because a lot, if not most, of the refugees from Burma in the U.S. were brought over by the Catholic Church, and for whatever reason, the Catholic Church decided to bring most of them to Fort Wayne. We don't know. I don't know the reason. Whoever told me uh, that's what happened didn't know the reason why the Catholic Church decided that, but they did. So that's why Fort Wayne has the highest Burmese population in the country. So that's why I'm learning Burmese, because it's most needed here. I'm down about 40 pounds. I was down 42, but then it popped up all of a sudden. I don't know what happened, but yeah. Um, I haven't eaten more salad though. Um, the list isn't that great, but hey. Yeah, Burmese isn't the easiest language. It's not the hardest, but it's not the easiest either. But yeah, I'm going to I'll stick with it. I mean, there's a lot in my life. I've learned I have to take care of myself first, because if I can't take care of myself, I can't take care of anyone else. It's a sad truth. I'd love to be able to take care of other people, but I just have to be able to support myself first. So myself comes first. So I have to learn to keep my apartment clean. I have to learn to have better hygiene, um, which means better combing my hair and stuff. But uh, keep up laundry, taking care of my vehicle, stuff like that. So I can say Burmese, but I can't put 100% effort into that, because I do have to take care of some things I struggle with for self care. So yeah, that can be rough. It can be rough to gain and then lose. It's tough to lose for some people. No, I wouldn't do vegan because I love meat. I don't think I can go without meat. I mean, I will eat more plants. That's why I'm getting. I've actually got a big bag of spinach in the fridge right now. Meat, and I ate some spinach earlier today. I actually ate spinach and a sandwich for breakfast. So I mean, spinach. I mean, salads. At least one meal a day, I'm having a salad. Yeah, learning for someone helps a lot. Honestly, having a study partner helps a lot. Someone that speaks the language for a language exchange would help a lot. That traveling, no, I don't travel really. I'm a little afraid to leave the area. I guess that's paranoia or something. It's just a fear I have. Yeah, self care, because if you can't care of yourself, you can't take care of others. That's just the way it is, unfortunately. People, uh, you can't support yourself, you can't support others. It's just a fact of life. I mean, it's kind of like trying to save someone that's drowning. If you can't swim yourself, you're just messing yourself up. You know, or like if throwing someone a lifeline can't if you don't have anything solid to hold yourself onto, because as soon as they pull that lifeline, they're going to drag you into it, and you're both going to drown. So you just have to be able to support yourself. Once you're supported, then you can help others. But actually, um, a big reason why I'm actually investing so much right now into myself, into my YouTube channel, and into these lessons. Like, I'm still going to uh, Burmese shops, local shops for for the Burmese. Um, Maybe I'll go to a Chinese restaurant, because I'm watching my calories, so I have to be careful with how much I eat out, and I also have to be considerate of how much money I'm spending. Even though we actually have a very cheap Chinese place, it's really good downtown, called Double Dragon. But yeah, I have to be careful with how much I'm spending. But I'm actually so um, focused on what developing my channel and in just developing my skills because I need to be able to invest in myself so that I'll be able to make more money. And if I make more money, I can then give more money to the community, to the Burmese community. I can interpret more from the Burmese community. I can be more helpful to the community than I could have ever been if I hadn't invested in myself. So by investing in myself now, the end result will be greater. That's basically why I'm doing it so much right now. Why I'm focusing so much on investing in myself because it will pay off for others. Ooh, sounds like it would suck. Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, that's why I'm doing it right now. Like I'm really focused on putting money into like I'm the people who handle my money, who are taking getting my stimulus check. They said I can get $600 to spend on my stimulus check, so I'm gonna get some editing software. I'm gonna get some lighting to make the light better. I'm probably gonna get a better webcam, a 4K webcam. This is 1080, so I'm gonna get a 4K 48 megapixel webcam. Probably gonna get some a cover, like the air foam cover for the microphone, and a little pop thing, and a little screen that goes on top to improve the audio a little bit. So I'm gonna get an editor. I'm gonna get this a little bit better. I'm gonna get a little bit better webcam. I'm gonna get a little lapel mic for this. So I'm actually going to put some money into this. Um, yeah, I am 30 years old. Hard to believe. I'm not sure what you say eating a horse, dude, but I mean, my zodiac symbol is a horse. My Chinese zodiac symbol is actually a horse. Oh, uh, my the guy I play D&D at that store. The owner, he talked about me giving shout outs Game Quest on North Clinton. So there you go, Jared. Game Quest on North Clinton. I don't really play video games. I play Minecraft sometimes, and I play Age of Empires too. That's about it. Yeah, you can be pretty sure. Yeah, 40 pounds. It's going to pretty close to 42 now. Getting pretty darn close to 42. I'm getting hungry a lot, but I'm getting used to being hungry. You know, you just get to a point where you get used to being hungry. Part of it is you have to learn. Like me, I had to learn uh, when it was okay for me to be hungry. Um, like I eat a little bit in the breakfast in the morning, and then during work I can be a little hungry. I can have a small snack. It just has to be small, and then have a small lunch, and then have a good dinner. But I can't go to bed hungry. I just can't. I can't sleep right if I'm hungry when I'm going to bed. So I have to just have something like a banana or two before I go to bed. I just have to. But I just have fewer calories during the day so that when I do have that banana, I'm still at caloric deficit. But like during the span of like a lunchtime through dinner time, I have the willpower to be hungry through that time. So I can be hungry at certain parts of the day, and so I can still be losing weight. because you have to be used to being hungry when you're losing weight. Okay, Roxy Max. Okay, so that sounds like anorexia or bulimia or something else. I don't suffer from that. Um, so you'll have to seek a therapist for that. I don't really know what to suggest. Uh, yeah, you really are. But for me, like I honestly at this point, like I can't really give up all fast food. I can't give up all candy. So I just basically have to eat a very small amount of it. So I just have to eat very little amount of it and just have very little in order to eat. See in a caloric deficit. So I just have very few calories and just allow for that. Yeah, Isaiah, that's probably a bad thing. I've heard of water fasting, which I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but orange juice would not be good because that's got a lot of sugar. So it's like that's it's just not that good. Yeah, yeah. Actually, I did actually fill out paperwork this afternoon in an email to for my an appointment on Monday to try and get therapy set up. So I am making steps. The only thing is I marked off like half of what they suggested as potential problems. Like, do it. Do you think you have this problem, this problem, this problem? I marked off like half of them. So I don't know if that's going to alarm them or not. I don't know if maybe I just have more. If I was too critical of myself, I don't know. If that's gonna. I don't know if it's gonna alarm them or what, but yeah. Yeah. It took a lot of convincing from people to get me to go to therapy. It took a lot of people convincing me. Um, yeah. Probably a lot of people would do a lot better if they just, including me, if we all ate better, had more vitamins and minerals. Honestly, we'd do better in focus. We'd have a better attention span. We would be able to handle stressful situations better. Honestly, police, big time with police, firefighters, EMS. If they eat a lot better, PTSD would be a lot less common. Especially if they had vitamin B supplements. It's been shown in one experiment with people in a stressful situation. They had fewer in one situation where earthquakes were happening. They people in the area were getting vitamin supplements, and fewer of them had stress disorders afterwards than individuals that were in past areas that had earthquake events. So um, they probably help with PTSD events. Also, like, having better vitamin and mineral levels for police officers would probably help them to function better in stressful situations. It would probably help a lot with um, all kinds of charges and stuff. So that would help a lot. It would help everybody, but especially those in positions that where where critical thinking is necessary, especially under stressful situations. No, I'm not really doing those chef maxing videos. I've been dealing with a lot of mental illness problems, so I've been trying to work on those. Um, So I've been having a lot of depression, so I've been really trying to overcome depression, unfortunately. Um, Once I get better, I will be doing more videos back to what I was doing. I just got a lot on my plate, so unfortunately, I can only do so much. No more donations, please. I donate every now and then. It's okay. It's just you gotta eat veggies. You just gotta. Yeah, I gotta find someone willing to let me use their beats for profit. That's the only thing. I have to find someone to let me use their beats for profit. If I have the editing software I can use, YouTube actually has for creators software I can use for profit. Some music I can use for profit. Uh, the only thing is I have to like get a video editor to lower the volume. But yeah, it would be helpful. There was a place, there was a site I came across where you can use things for profit. I'm not sure how it would work, but like the basic license for track um, was $25 to use one track, and you're limited in what you can do with it. So I'd have to check what I can do, what I can't do, and yeah. But it's $25 for one track, so I have no idea how to make my own beats. I really don't. I don't know what equipment I would need. I don't know how to do it. So that's why I don't do it. Yeah, B6 is. I remember that B6, but yeah, I think I take a B complex multivitamin, and that tends to help me. It makes me feel more awake. Makes me feel better. Um, I'm probably gonna have to call it. I'm gonna drive down to the Taco Bell. Um, take it easy there for a little while, and get some gas from my car because it's on like one bar. It's almost empty, and practice my loading on the fingerings in there. Get some salads in the Walmart for dinner. Day 5 of the salad challenge. That's about it. Yeah, whole plant foods do help. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where I could buy a beet though, and I don't know what the license would allow me to do, wouldn't let me do. Um, yeah, I don't know like where I could go to buy cheap beets. And I don't know um, if I could use what profit I could use from them. Like, would I be limited to how much profit I could get? Would they get cut of the profits? Would I be limited how many times it could be viewed? Like, there are a lot of things in contracts that would be uh, little odds and ends. Actually, you know what? There were some YouTube channel GC. I don't know about the G. I don't know what that is, but actually, there's copyright free beats. But the thing is, I can't use those for profit. So yeah, can't do that. Anyway, I was thinking of something, but yeah, I can't really I don't really know where to get cheap beats. I know a guy in my apartment building. He said he would set me up, but he never followed through. So unfortunately, that turned out to be a dead end. He said he used to do beats, make beats and stuff, but he never really followed through. So that kind of sucked because I thought that would end up. Oh, there was a guy at work who just left out of nowhere. I was joking about how he must have been abducted by aliens. He went on break and never came in. The vehicle was gone and everything. Uh, he talked about how he had rap beats, and I told him give me a YouTube channel. He never did. Or actually, I told him let me know when he makes them longer so I can do exercise to him, and he never told me when he made them longer. So I don't know what his YouTube channel is, so I can't really look him up. Uh, but yeah, I actually looked up on YouTube, or not YouTube, Google Play for beats I could use, and I couldn't really find any. But yeah, that's the main hindrance is finding beats I can use for profit. If I can find beats I can use for profit that I can afford, yeah, you can bet I will be doing the rap maxing again. But as far as me having a chat face, it's a little too squidgy here. Um, YouTubers I watch: Jelly, Craner, Wisp, Bionic, um, Shadow Apples. Those are the ones that are coming up right away. Those are the ones I'm thinking of right away. Um, but yeah, those will come up right away. As ones I'm thinking of. I'm probably gonna end this in 4 minutes to make it an hour and 25 minutes. Probably the longest live stream I've done, but yet. But yeah, I watch mostly Minecraft gaming channels. I really like the Minecraft where it's like ultra hardcore but types. You know, those are fun. Yeah, that's something of. I do actually. I really would like a survival series with caves. I think that would really be fun to watch cave survival series. Just make money your life. You'll feel a lot better. What do you mean by that? Anything else I can think of before I end this? And let's. I did find someone on as much as possible. No, I'd rather get back to the people. I think that's what I end this on. I got in contact with someone on Facebook. We're gonna do a language exchange with Spanish and English. So, yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna real soon head on over to that Taco Bell, have some diet soda, chill out, get ready to go to Walmart, pick up some salad for dinner, salad challenge, salad challenge. Just take it easy for us tonight. Tomorrow I've got my Dungeons and Dragons group, D&D. It's fun. Hey, anything else I can think of? Um, no, I'm not really thinking of anything else. But yeah, well, I guess that's about it. Well, I'm gonna have to wrap this up now. Anyone have any quick questions? Anything they want to ask real quick before I wrap this up? Yep, thanks, Vision Board. Got it. I'll look that up as soon as this video's over. Yep. About 15 seconds. Anyone else? Okay. All right. Have a good night, everyone. I'm peacing out.